Hey guys, it's time to do a side-by-side comparison between the Galaxy A7 2016 versus the Galaxy A7 2015. Now, I was getting a lot of requests for this video, and sorry if I delayed it a little bit, but finally we have the A7 here side by side. So first of all, in this video, I'm going to be telling you guys the reasons also why you should upgrade to the A7, compared to the older A7, what's new here, and why you should upgrade, why you should pay money for this phone, which it cost around $520, at least where I live, Pakistan, which is 52,000 PKR, equivalent to the Galaxy S6 price, and also this one cost a lot more less. I mean, you can get it under $400. I mean, like $37,370, I don't know, but yeah, it is cheaper. Of course, it's the last year's model. So first of all, if we first talk about the build quality, now we get glass plus metal compared to this one, which had this plastic and metal on the side, and now it also feels more slimmer. This one feels more slimmer compared to the new one. Of course, the older one was more slimmer. So we have almost 1 millimeter increase in terms of the thickness on the new A7 2016. We also have a little bit more heavier weight on the new A7 2016, so which is because of a bigger battery now. We have a bigger battery size here for the maximum battery performance, maximum screen on time, whatever. So yeah, it's just your personal opinion about the personal preference about the build quality. If you like aluminum and plastic, of course, then yeah, you will like it a little bit more, and it feels a lot more lighter than the new one. But personally, I like this one a lot more than the older one. So they basically took some design elements from the Galaxy Note 5. You can see how it is resembling the Note 5 in terms of the color here. This is the gold one, and also at the bottom you can see it has this very nice, all the stuff we had, like a 3.5mm headphone jack, charging port, and the volume. Now we have it at the bottom. Compared to the last year, we do have the two stuff there, like the charging and the headphone jack, but the speaker was here. I think definitely it's a really good thing, at least for me, because I like to use my phone when it's down on the table like this. So now the sound will not going to be blocked, so sound is going to be coming out from this port. So it's a good plus thing for me. So let's go ahead and talk a little bit more about the display now. Finishing off the build quality, is that the build quality on both phones is just awesome. It's just your personal preference. If you like the new glass design, then yeah, this will be your better preference. If you hate glass, then yeah, you will like this one a little bit more. But personally, I like the A7 2016 design much more than the older one. Also, if we first talk about the display here now, which is of course the same 5.5-inch 1080p HD. You also get this fingerprint sensor on the Galaxy A7 2016 here, which is awesome. You also get fingerprint sensor on the A5, not on the A3, so they decided to put it on the A5 and the A7. So first, if you compare in terms of the display size, we have the same 5.5-inch size. It's the same 1080p, same 401 ppi. I mean, colors are so goddamn good on both phones. The good thing here with the new A7 here is that it has a better screen to body ratio, meaning that even though it is a 5.5-inch screen size phablet phone, it doesn't actually feel that big. Okay, so it feels really good. It's not like a difficult to hold in one hand, so you can easily use this phone as using your one hand. So that's really nice. Also, if we talk about the software here, so we get Android 5.0.2 Lollipop on the Galaxy A7 2015 versus the newer one, which comes with 5.1.1 Lollipop. Now, this may not be a big difference, but yeah, if we take a look at Samsung's, update schedule, they basically prefer the newer phones more over the older ones. So you are more likely to get the Marshmallow update first on the A7 2016 compared to the last year's model. And I'm not pretty sure that this phone, the older one, will get the Marshmallow update, you know. And maybe they will update it to 5.1 or something, but currently it is on 5.0.2. So if I just quickly go into settings and scroll down to the About Phone section, like I said, you know, there's not like a big difference between the 5.1 version and 5.0.2. So clicking on the 5.0.2 version here, you can see brings up this nice animation. Same thing here. This one has this 5.1.1. Okay, here we go on the top, and looking very, very nice. So let's go back and talk about the performance now. Now we also have improvement when it comes to the processor. This one comes with Exynos 7580 octa-core chipset, and this one has a Snapdragon 615. Now I think Snapdragon 615 is like a hexa-core chipset. I'm not pretty sure about that, but of course you'll see differences in terms of benchmarks. But overall, I'm going to be doing a speed and camera comparison, so you can click the I button here to check those videos out. I'm going to be putting the card there in this video. So yeah, in general, look wise, there's no difference, major difference. You know, they are pretty much fast. Also, we get more RAM on the A7 2016, which is now 3 GB of RAM instead of 2 GB of RAM that we had on the last year's model. So they both deliver up to the mark, you know, good performance overall. I mean, those people who have A7 2015, they know that there's no lag issues or anything like that on this phone. Also not on the newer model. I haven't seen any problem on any of these two models here. So you can see here very similar type of multitasking area also, so not a difference in terms of the overall performance when you look at the just normal UI things. Of course, in my speed and camera comparison, you will see a major difference. Now, if we talk about the benchmarks, this one has a better score, but again, benchmarks are nothing. Okay, benchmarks are shit. I personally care about the real life performance, so you're gonna be seeing that in that video. But like I said, in normal day-to-day use, like using WhatsApp and Facebook, all that stuff will be just, you know, buttery smooth on both phones. You're not going to see any difference, any problem with any of these two phones. Talking about the camera now, the camera is having the same resolution now, 13 megapixel on both phones with LED flash. On the front, we get the same 5 megapixel sensor. Now, what is actually changed on the new A7 2016? Now, first of all, if we first unlock this one and launch the camera, now the first and the biggest improvement that we have is it has a bigger sensor, so you will see this phone performing a little bit more better in terms of the low light situations. Also, you get optical image stabilization. Now you can have more stabilized videos while, you know, when you're recording videos like this, so you get more stabilized effect. It's better than the digital image stabilization from the last year model. Still no 4K, but I think that's okay. 1080p is still pretty much okay for me. You can check out here that the UI on this new model is now a lot more changed than compared to the last year's model. So you can see this one is the older UI, older Samsung UI, cartoonish, and you can see here we get this tabbed type of options, you know, where you can change the settings and all that. Well, this one has a more of a new, like a more of a polished UI, you can say. We even have a pro mode where you can mess up with things like ISO. You can also mess up things with like white balance. You can also check out the exposure. So overall, you get much more better camera features on the A7 2016 compared to the last year. Now, in terms of quality, like I said, you get a little bit more brighter performance on the new A7 compared to the last year. So yeah, that's that. If I switch back to the auto mode, if I focus, you also now have this very, very awesome exposure control, which is really good when you're, you know, capturing photos outdoors. So yeah, I mean, camera performance, it may not be a big deal for you, but it is a big deal for me. Will you, you know, with the new A7 2016, you get a better indoor performance, better low light shots, and better focusing also. So it is much faster than the A7 2015 when it comes to focusing. So yeah, we do have these small stuffs now with the new A7 2016. So definitely people are more interested in the new model because of its new additions and also new stuff. And also another thing new here with this model here is that you can actually put 2 SIM cards and 1 micro SD card at the same time on this model. Well, that was impossible on the last year's model, because the last year model actually gave us like the option to either put 2 SIM cards or put 1 SIM card and 1 micro SD card. So now you can do like all the stuff simultaneously. 2 SIM cards, you can put the SIM card and micro SD card here and put the second SIM card on the top here. So yeah, that was just a quick little comparison. Not quick, it was a big video. Sorry about the big video time, but I decided to, you know, talk a little bit more in detail about these two phones, you know. So yeah, like I said, we get a better build quality, we get features in camera, more better features in camera. We get latest version of Android 5.1.1. Of course, not latest, but it is latest when if we talk about Samsung software now. You know, even the Note 5 is still on 5.1.1, and we get a you know, overall better. You can see here better optimization with the software. You can say because, you know, I see like I said, there's not like a big difference, but we see some small problems with the software of the last year model with some apps. So you might have to do like a factory reset, you know. That is something that I have known. You know, my friend, he uses A7 as his main phone, so he told me that there's, you know, some optimization issues, but personally I haven't seen anything. So yes, this one also has fingerprint sensor, so that's also a new addition. So yeah, there are a lot of reasons to upgrade, and ultimately it's just your decision whether if you want to buy this one or just stay on the A7. So yeah, I will catch you guys in my next video. Any questions, comment below. Peace out.